And that's a tremendous question, Africa. I would say that so far the EU strategy and the EU's presence in the region has not effectively tackled corruption. Certainly, there's a strong awareness of corruption, but the EU has been there for 8 years with a military training mission in Mali. It is also providing kind of management advice and assistance to the Malian Ministry of Defense. I'm told there's only one civil servant in the Malian Ministry of Defense who's allowed to interface with all of the international assistance. So that must be an incredible bottleneck. But now, after 8 years of that, the EU still has not managed to get Mali to introduce a straightforward payment system where soldiers in the armed forces get their monthly paycheck in a bank. Nor has it managed to persuade the Malians yet to implement a computerized system for bookkeeping, for stock taking, and for personnel management. So they don't know how many soldiers they've got. There's no computerized record of that. And of course, that allows money to be siphoned off, and it's siphoned off in large amounts. Diplomats I talked to in Bamako estimated that perhaps up to 40% of the defense budget evaporated and didn't go to the purpose. So that's got to be a priority. And it's precisely that kind of measure that the European Union should be setting as a condition for continued financial support. Now, they can't simply, they've got trainers there running a military training operation on the ground. They can't simply send them home, although many of them had to go home because of COVID. But they can, where it comes to financial support, the EU provides direct budget support in cash to the governments of the Sahel as part of a package of assistance. And by withholding that money, which has a high marginal impact on the budgets, because it may only be equivalent to 1 or 2% of a country's budget, but most countries have only that kind of little freedom as to what they spend. Most of the spending is automatic. So it makes a big difference. And if the European Union were to withhold that, I think that they could force those sorts of changes. Now, there is a mentality of some people in Brussels and among some of the member states that says, well, we don't want to be, we don't want to be behaving in a colonial way. We don't want to be appearing to give people orders or teach people lessons. And I understand that, but I think that in this case, the citizens of Mali and the citizens of African countries in general stand only to benefit from the EU, once again, exercising tougher love and being less of a soft touch than it's been so far.